Welcome in, ladies and gents. This is the Smash Machine. So this is written and directed by Ben Safdie, and this is obviously starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and also, or in this case, he's just Dwayne Johnson, and Emily Blunt, who I absolutely love. They have great chemistry together. If you guys seen Jungle Cruise, check it out. It's a good little film between them two. And yeah, so this is based off a true story of a former MMA fighter. I guess you could say one of the pioneers of the UFC in his early years, Mark Kerr. And so, yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he just sinks himself into this role. Like, the makeup department does a phenomenal job of camouflaging him as this character as much as possible. And yeah, the performance by Dwayne The Rock Johnson, this is one of his best performances, if not his best performance. Because if you've seen Faster, Snitch, maybe even Pain the Gain, or one of my personal favorites, all three of those are, but one of my personal little touching ones is the game plan. But in here, he's really shown the trajectory of his career as an actor in full display here as Dwayne Johnson, not The Rock. So he's not a character of himself as he usually is in a lot of films. And so this is basically Mark Kerr coming up the ranks, and you know, I think he had a moment in the UFC for a while where he was dominant and stuff, and then he kind of transitioned from there and went to fighting ring in Japan, I believe, and he climbed the ranks there. And he had his best friend who he also had trained him, and then eventually would have fought him at some point throughout the film. But you'll see the revelations of those events over time. But yeah, essentially, you know, we see Mark Kerr struggle with not only being a UFC fighter, but also being in this other country, and the language barriers and the different dynamics and politics that they play in that country, and obviously his relationship with Emily Blunt's character. And it's very dramatic, very toxic at times, like to the point where I was getting annoyed with the dynamic. But it was interesting seeing Dwayne and Emily play off each other. They just do a great job bouncing off each other. And yeah, it's also about, you know, Mark Kerr struggling with drug addiction and trying to be peaceful outside the ring, but having to flip that switch to being a warrior and being of wrath. So he's trying to contain that on the outside, and just seeing that internal struggle. And Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he just does a great job just portraying that internal struggle, that dichotomy that we all have within us, but especially somebody in Mark Kerr's position. So yeah, it's a great performance overall. It's a damn good movie. I will give it a 4 out of 5. Check it out if you want to.